It says that you're not even on the game.
Yeah. It's, I'm not up.
Yeah, join. Get in the game and then I can invite you. Yeah, you're already got everything off this island, so we can just like wait for that dude. We can start heading off.
Alright.
It won't let me log in.
You're on the game now?
No, I'm not.
Well, get on the game so I can invite you. Because I think it only works like that for my because I'm on PC. Hey, you're.
Yeah.
How about you invite him? I'll send you his gamer tag right now.
Okay.
There you go. I just sent it to you. By the way, where are you? Hello.
You're fucked.
What?
Don't leave your server.
Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
What you doing?
We're doing gold hoarders if you want to hop on.
Calm down.
Bet. What's your gamer tag?
It is. What is Discord?
Butt AIDS.
Huh?
Bro, what's going on with this game? Not letting me play.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, in.
Holy crap, that guy was not lying.
Yeah, he said it wasn't letting in, and then it let me in, but now it's not. Again.
Damn.
It's letting me in.
It's letting you in?
Yeah.
I think
Wait a
it's
minute. Oh, black screen.
Please check for game updates.
Oh, nope. There was an update.
I just invited you right now. Let's see if it works. I want to see if this guy was joking or not. This has to be an April Fool's prank.
We just got April Fooled. It says
What do you mean?
temporarily not working. See if Eve is April fooling us. That's the only explanation.
Right.
See if these servers temporarily unavailable. Again. Please try again. Lavender Beard. Obviously, since someone signed Lavender Beard, it's obviously an April Fool's prank.
This is giving me butt AIDS. Okay, and now it's letting me in. What the fuck? Wow, I'm in.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the server. How'd you hear about us?
I think it was the community server. Yeah, community servers on the official Sea of Thieves.
Oh, neat. Okay. And did you have any problems with any of the initial steps, like the privacy settings or anything like that?
No.
Alright, and do you mind also confirming your age?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Alright, what's your birth year?
2003.
Okay. In the month?
March.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna add the, pirate role to you right now so you can see some more of our channels.
Okay.
Okay. So right below us you should see Support Help Desk, which has 2 tech channels in it. The first one, Contractor Staff, is where you'll go to open up tickets on players that are misbehaving or breaking rules on the fleet, or just generally being toxic. If you were to do that right now, you would hit the envelope. It would open up your own text channel that only yourself and higher staff members can see, like naval instructors and above.
Okay.
And we do keep these confidential, so please don't discuss the contents of a ticket outside of that text channel.
Oh, okay.
But if you have more general concerns, you can use questions and support also under Support Help Desk. The next thing to talk about is under the landing. So 5 text channels down from the top, you've got Community Cove. If you click in there, you'll see that we have our staff applications and our social media, and also the blacklist log, which is a Google Sheets document full of players that have been banned from the server. We've already gone through your friends list on Xbox and determined that none of the people on there match this list. But the more time you spend in this server, the more likely it is that someone you add to get onto ships and stuff like that will end up on this list. So please come back to this channel often and check it.
Okay.
4 more channels down from Community Cove, we've got Get Roles. If you click in there and scroll to the top, you'll be able to choose your platform here and also your time zone. Alright. Also in this channel we've got some optional alerts that you can opt in or out of if you're getting too many pings by coming back to this channel. Please make sure to keep your platform and your time zone on though.
Okay.
PvE, PvP, and Arena will be pinged when people are forming groups through our looking for group system, which I'll go over in a minute. Fleet Alert will let you know if we're forming a fleet or if there are open spots on the Alliance servers we're running. And TDM is for team deathmatches and PvP workshops that are usually held on weekends. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and select it.
Okay.
The next thing to talk about, we're going to be skipping over Tavern and Team Deathmatch and going to the Looking for Group category. If you click into here, that first text channel, Looking for Group, you can set up a group in here by typing !LFG, and the bot will run you through several prompts like what do you want to name your group, how big you want it, whether you want it public or private, what kind of pings you want to send out, stuff like that. And it'll make your own text channel and voice channel. This is a good way to do things that we don't usually support on fleets, like tall tales or fishing, and of course, like getting groups together for arena and stuff like that.
Okay.
The thing most people come here for is our fleets. So under the Join a Fleet category, you can go ahead and click into Fleet Waitlist.
Alright.
Alright, one of the first things you'll see in this channel, if you look up a tiny bit, is the fleet queue with 5 guys in it. And right above that we've got the waitlist, which shows ships requiring crew and full ships. You see that?
Yeah.
Alright. So the format for this is that it will be the fleet number dash the ship number. There are 5 ships total in each server, though when we go back to Season 6, there may be 6 again.
Okay.
The next thing in there is the ship type, the emissary it's doing, and the activity.
Alright.
And if you're not sure what some of these shortcuts and acronyms mean, you can look right above Staff on Duty right there, and you'll see activity acronyms.
Okay.
Staff on Duty, by the way, are people you can DM or mention anytime you have specific questions about the waitlist, because they're actively watching it.
Okay.
Alright, but if you're looking to join that waitlist, let me just paste a message in this channel. Alright, if you look down to the bottom, you should see a message from me with 4 boxes in it.
Yep.
If you could just copy the text in that very first box, !Q space intro, and paste it into this channel. Alright. If you look up a little bit again, you'll see the fleet queue, and your name will be in there at number 6 with the text intro next to it.
Okay.
So anything you type in there after !Q will go in there as a note, so you can specify activities you want to do or people you want to play with, like 1 and 2 in queue have done. And if that person that you're intending to play with is already in one of those voice channels, if you can specify the fleet number and the ship number, that would really help us out a lot when we're placing you.
Okay.
And if you need to change your queue note at any time, you can use that same command, !Q. It'll just overwrite whatever you put in there, and you'll keep your position in queue. So you don't have to like lose the 2 hours you waited for world events because you want to do vaults instead because spots opened.
Yeah.
Alright, and if someone finds a spot for you on one of our boats, you'll get a message pop up that will look like this one right here, which will mention you and prompt you to join the waitlist for Dragon Voice channel. Don't do that right now, but do you see where that channel is under Join a Fleet?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you joined that channel within the first 2 minutes of this message, the bot would automatically move you to the voice channel that has the open spot. If you missed that first 2-minute window, you would have missed your move to that boat, but you can still join Waitlist for Drag and you'll keep your position in the queue.
Okay.
But at 5 minutes total, the bot will process you out because it is first come, first serve.
Alright.
Alright, and the next thing to talk about, if you look down at Fleet Ops 2, you see how all those voice channels are locked?
Yeah.
Alright, so if you were disconnected from one of those, the only way to get put back in would be to be manually processed by a staff member, like what I did, or like moved.
Okay.
So if you need to get back into one of those voice channels, if you look back at my message, that second box, !Q space disconnected from Op 1 Ship 6 is the format you can use. You can also like shorten by saying like DC or like 1-6 or something like that.
Okay.
So even if you're at the bottom of the queue, we'll see that message and put you back into that voice channel you were already in.
Alright.
If you could go ahead and copy that text and paste it for me right now, actually.
Alright.
Alright. So if you look back up at your name, you'll see that you're still in the queue, have been there for 2 minutes. So it didn't like remove you and put you back in. So it just
Okay.
demonstrates you can change your note. Also right underneath your name, you should see 2 emojis, double up arrow and red X.
Yeah.
So there is another way to join the queue. Like if I hit this double up arrow right here, it'd put me in there without a note. We will treat this as an anything and you'll just get processed to the next available spot.
Alright.
But if you hit the X, like I just did, if you could do that now, it removes you from the queue.
Okay.
And if you need to leave one of our ships for any reason, if you look back down at my message, that third box, OP1 Ship 6 needs number is the format you'll use.
Okay.
If you're on a galleon and 2 people are leaving, you can say needs to, but if you're on a brig and 2 people are leaving, that's a 3-person boat, so there's 1 person left on there. If something happens to that last person, like their internet disconnects or their like power goes down or something like that, we would have lost control of that ship. So in that case, even if that guy still intends to stay on and play, you'll use the last message at Captain at Admiral, Last Man Standing, or LMS on that fleet number and ship number.
Okay.
It's very important that you add at least the captain role because it's our lowest staff rank, so that we can respond in a timely manner and process people from the waitlist or come in there ourselves as staff to hold it. It is kind of difficult to ping captains in this server sometimes because it is a pirate game, so some people have captain in their gamer tags. But as long as you type it exactly as it appears in that message with the @ symbol and the uppercase C, even if Discord doesn't suggest it to you when you're typing it, as long as when you hit enter, it will link properly.
Okay.
Alright. So if you forget anything I just told you about the waitlist and how it operates, if you scroll right above the fleet queue, the waitlist, staff on duty, and activity acronyms, you'll come to that first header there with the sirens around it. Waitlist commands and etiquette. You see that?
Yep.
All right. So that's all right there. There is more information to cover today, but I did talk a lot, so this is usually where I like to break and ask if you have any questions.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. All looks good.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. So the next thing to talk about, if you look on the left-hand side again at Fleet Ops 2, so if you were in one of those voice channels, you would get 2 roles added to you, one for the fleet, one for the ship channel that you're in. So that would allow you to see a text channel that's currently hidden from you, that's right above Op 2 Ship 1, that has the same name as the category, Fleet Ops 2. This is where you're going to be able to communicate with other ships in the same server. So let's say you're on the World Events boat, and you just cleared a fort, fleet, or Flameheart. There's a possibility a Kraken might spawn. So you can do at Fleet 2, Kraken Watch to let everybody in that fleet know that if they leave their island before the next world event pops, there's a possibility that a Kraken will spawn on them.
Okay.
Or if you have a message for a specific voice channel, you can be like at Fleet 2 Ship 1, and it will mention only the people in that voice channel. The last thing to talk about today is our fleet rules. So if you look under the Join a Fleet category, that second text channel in there, active fleet rules, click into there and scroll to the top.
Alright.
These are our standing rules. So these are always in effect regardless of if we're doing a special event fleet, like we do sometimes on weekends, or just like regular fleet. First one obviously is no PvP because everyone in that server with you is in this Discord.
Yeah.
No stealing loot. No speedrunning. Do you know what that means within the context of Sea of Thieves?
Not speedrunning, no.
Alright. Yeah, that's why I asked this question, because, like, let's say you're doing Gold Hoarder's Vaults, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking for your map fragment, you dig it, skeletons appear around you, you kill them, trinkets drop. You could continue with your quest if you just left them there, but we ask that you pick up any loot that you interact with, because otherwise it will sink into the sand and add more lag to the server. Sometimes we run these over multiple days, so it does add up.
Okay.
The next one, no AFK sorry, my tongue just like stopped working,
you're fine.
so no AFK over 5 minutes. If you're going to be gone longer than that, we ask that you leave the ship and rejoin the queue to open up that spot for someone else.
Okay.
No boarding other ships without permission, so ask in in-game text or voice and receive permission before touching another ship's ladder. No hoarding loot. All loot must be sold after completing an activity or emissary voyage or Fort of the Damned, regardless of the grade of your emissary flag. So even if you are at 4.5 out of 5 and you just finished that fort, please go and sell at that point.
Okay.
The reason we ask this is because sometimes we have people that play for a limited amount of time, like 1 to 2 hours, and we want to give them some kind of return for the time that they spent with us. And even if your entire crew decides that that they're okay with stacking and stuff like that, everyone in the alliance gets some part of your ship's turn-in, so it would still affect everybody else within that server. Yeah, so the only exception to this is if you're doing 2 Gold Hoarder Vaults, Order Soul Ghost Ship Voyages, or Lost Shipments. You can do this back to back before selling. Kokar Rare and Trophy Fish before selling. Maximum of 10 Collector's Chests, Ashen Chests, storage, ammo crates on each ship. So if stuff goes into it, you can have any mix of those, but a maximum of 10.
Okay.
All extra crates should be treated like other miscellaneous loot and sold or discarded off the ship into deep water to despawn it properly and reduce server lag. All
Alright.
ritual skulls must be given to the Fort of the Damned ship or left at Reaper's hideout for the Fort of the Damned crew. And the last one, never accept friend requests from people not in the voice channel with you. You are allowed to have friends outside the server, that's not what this is talking about. But if you're in one of our voice channels on one of our ships, please only invite people to that ship from that voice channel that you're in, because
Okay.
everyone has to go through the queue system.
Yeah.
Alright, do you have any questions now?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna send you some DMs real quick.
Okay.
Alright, so this first one is some important server text channels with links directly to those. One of them you may be interested in is the Legend Role Request channel, where you can post screenshots of titles you've earned in game, and we'll add roles to you that will change the color of your name and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's all cosmetic, but you're playing Sea of Thieves, so that's something you're interested in, right?
Yeah.
Alright. So this next one is a walk through the fleet waitlist, which covers everything we just talked about. including how to leave the game properly. So make sure to leave through the menus instead of doing Alt F4 or something like that, because the game will think that you disconnected and hold your spot for the next 10 minutes, which is a problem for us.
Okay.
And then this last one is some of our rules on the fleet with a little bit more explanation. So these are ones we take like super seriously. If you see anyone breaking one of these or the ones that I just read through, if you have the opportunity to grab video or screenshot evidence, that's great. But if you don't have that, please still go to contact your staff under support help desk, open a ticket, include as much detail as you can, what happened, who did the thing, who else saw the thing happen, and we'll look into it.
Okay.
Alright, well, if you have any questions later, you can always DM me because I did your intro, or
Okay.
use questions and support under support help desk.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the server. Have a great rest of your day.
Yep, you too. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? I don't even know what the fuck I just did.
After I read recite out for the boy of the damn crew. And the last one, never accept friend requests from people about that ship. Where you can post screen captures, which covers everything we just talked about, including how to leave the game properly. So we'll think that with a little bit more explanation. If you see your just DM me because I did your intro, or
Okay.
use questions and support under support help desk.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the server. Have a great rest of your day.
Yep, you too. Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that?